Joe Rogan has never been afraid to shock the Hollywood, but his latest revelation could be his biggest bombshell yet.
Everyone, there's raids at Diddy's house.
This is how Joe Rogan reacts when his newsfeed gets flooded with P. Diddy news.
It's there. My news feed is dominated by it.
Yes.
Fox News, CNN, everyone. There's raids at Diddy's house.
Now, Diddy's in a tricky situation. I think it's over.
You think it's over?
I think it's over for him as like a figure in entertainment.
Right. But do you think it's over as him as far as
jail?
like he gets a cell right next to R. Kelly?
I don't think so. I don't think he gets locked
I think he
up.
skates.
I think he skates. Or he goes to like Bali.
That's a move, huh?
Rogan revealed the shocking truth in a recent episode of his podcast. A list leaked by none other than Sean Diddy Combs has reportedly sent some of Hollywood's biggest stars flying out of the country. What's on this list? According to Rogan, it includes the names of famous stars who attended Diddy's infamous freak-off parties, secret gatherings that many have only heard about in whispers. But now those whispers are turning into a full-blown scandal, and the names associated with these rowdy and controversial parties could put an end to many careers.
I think it's over.
You think it's over?
I think it's over for him as like a figure in entertainment.
Right. But do you think it's over as him as far as
jail?
like he gets a cell right next to R. Kelly?
When the feds rolled up, you know, with the fucking Hummers and shit, they're like, it wasn't about Diddy, it was about if there were tapes of powerful people there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
They were the ones that called. They're like, I need to protect myself, so go in there with all the things and rip any tapes or any evidence.
Prince Harry was hanging with Diddy.
I mean, everybody hung with Diddy. That's the other tricky thing. Like, Diddy hung out with everybody. And I've spoken to a bunch of people who are like, yo, great dude, like, always there for you, never asked for a single thing.
Till 1 in the morning.
And then freak off.
Everybody says, get out of the house.
Yeah.
It's like the gremlins start eating after midnight.
By the time the details of the list were revealed, several celebrities had already fled the country, raising questions about what they were hiding from. What could they be running so far from? Brace yourself, as Joe Rogan is about to drag us deeper into one of the darkest scandals in Hollywood history. The fallout from Diddy's leaked list has only just begun, and the impact could be far more severe than anyone imagined. 1. Diddy's leaked list. What's on it?
I got the Richie to sit on my lap, and sometimes I always be pulling the blade. After no earth, ever since I got that rocket chain that took a trip out of space. All the same bird, I'm on my tongue, and they had a crew, but they didn't hate. I know my work, so when you're playing the purpose, if you wake up, I'm little day. Man, it's like church, when they see everything down in this stone, in my space. I ain't got a run, and it's not a race.
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
The leak of Diddy's infamous list has been nothing short of a seismic event in Hollywood. This list, which allegedly names celebrities who attended Diddy's notorious freak-off parties, holds details that could destroy reputations.
Today I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, interstate transportation for prostitution. The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. As alleged in the indictment, to carry out this conduct, Sean Combs led and participated in a racketeering conspiracy that used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity, including forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice. Let me say a little bit more about the charges. The indictment alleges that Combs abused and exploited women and other people for years, and in a variety of ways. As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended performances with male commercial workers, some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines.
It's not just about attending wild parties. The allegations point to deeper, darker activities that took place behind closed doors. This list isn't just a who's who of Hollywood, Joe Rogan remarked. It's an inventory of secrets that these stars would do anything to keep hidden. What's on the list is still largely a mystery, but the rumors are swirling. From A-list actors to top musicians, the names that have surfaced so far could shake the industry to its core. The public is left wondering, what exactly were these celebrities involved in? As the media digs deeper into the story, country, one thing is clear: the contents of Diddy's list could lead to the downfall of some of the most beloved figures in entertainment. 2. Why celebrities are fleeing the country.
Okay, now we need alcohols.
Right.
Alcohols.
Right. Not just one alcohol.
Alcohols.
Right. Just different
Plurals.
blend. You need the
Blends.
ladies. You need the booze.
You need some water.
For watering plants. What?
No, I don't know if guys have noticed this. Like, a lot of ladies drink water at parties. They
Right.
just, so you have, if you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave.
Right.
Gotta
right.
keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
It's a little kinky, but
Yeah.
rock with me, but just
Right.
check it out. You need a lot of heat. A lot of heat. Yeah.
Heat. You mean that physically the place has to be hot?
You don't have no air conditioning.
No air conditioning. Why is that?
Heat affects the alcohol, and it also affects, like, everybody gets a little bit more comfortable and loose. Builds up a nice little sweat.
Sean Diddy Combs has a tight inner circle, including his right-hand woman, Christina Coram. So who is she, and why is she named in a lawsuit by a former producer for Combs? Thanks for joining me for Crime Fix. I'm Anjanette Levy. When Rodney Little Rod Jones filed that lawsuit against Sean Combs and many others, Christina Coram was one of the people named as a defendant in the suit. And I want to be crystal clear. Sean Combs has vehemently denied these allegations. His attorney, Sean Hawley, has been quoted as saying they've tried to present evidence to Little Rod's attorney to disprove the claims, but they've been rebuffed. So that would make anything Lil Rod claimed about Christina Coram untrue as well in Combs' eyes. No attorney is listed for Christina Coram on the federal court's website. Coram's now deleted LinkedIn account has said that she joined Bad Boy Entertainment back in 2013 and became Combs' day-to-day manager, later becoming director for the Officer of the Chairman. And the chairman, of course, is Diddy.
Bruh,
Go ahead.
criminals do crimes with criminals. I've never been a criminal. You understand what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So now, if you're looking to answer something about Puff, Puff ain't the Puff. Puff had different phases of his life that y'all don't understand. And let's get down to the nitty gritty of it. You understand? First you got Puff Daddy, who had Daddy's house and the parties and things like that. Then you had Puff. You understand? Then you had Diddy. Then you had Brother Love, and then Love. I had Puff around the stage when he was Puff Daddy and Puff and some of Diddy. Not the new Diddy that they gave the diddler and everything like that. So he ain't the guy, he wasn't the guy that y'all see now back then when he was in Harlem. You understand?
So a lot of the things that people really say about him, you didn't experience that as in dating. That's not something that you saw. So is that the reason why you never said anything? Is that the reason why when all of these allegations and lawsuits came apart, why didn't you speak?
Because I can't speak on something that wasn't my experience. And I can't speak on something that I don't know. I can't speak on these allegations because I wasn't around at the time. I don't know that person and that wasn't my experience.
So with you being, I feel like, a survivor of domestic violence, he never hit you in a relationship. He was never violent. Was that something that you had to tolerate, or that wasn't a part of, because I feel like that's the biggest thing to him right now is, what he going through in these lawsuits and, that video that came out. And it's I feel like a lot of people are wondering, was that your experience? And I know personally that you've been through domestic violence before, and I don't think that's something that, I know that's something that you've grown from and that you don't tolerate.
I've been through domestic violence in 2 relationships. And I told myself, after the second relationship, I would never put myself in that situation again, especially now being that I'm a mom. I was a mother then, but having a daughter, I would never put myself in that position. I don't stand for domestic violence. I'm just not going for that.
With such explosive allegations tied to their names, it's no wonder some celebrities are fleeing the country. Joe Rogan made it clear in his podcast that the stars leaving aren't just trying to avoid the public eye. They might be trying to escape more serious consequences. When you see this kind of flight, Rogan explained, it's not just about dodging paparazzi. There's something bigger at play here. The fear of legal repercussions or even deeper investigations could be driving these stars to seek refuge abroad. Celebrities like Leonardo DiCaprio, known for his tight-knit connections in Hollywood, have reportedly left the country, raising suspicions about their involvement in Diddy's world.
Diddy and Young Miami host a New Year's celebration on his luxury yacht in St. Bart's.
What's up, my brother Fab? What's up, you pulled up? Yeah!
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
But the question remains, are they running because they're guilty, or are they simply avoiding the storm of controversy? As more celebrities join the exodus, the mystery of why they're fleeing only deepens. 3 high-profile stars rumored to be on the list.
Yeah, that makes sense. But you knowing Diddy personally, do you think it's possible he might take his life?
It takes a certain individual to prepare himself to do a lot of years in jail. From the lifestyle that he had, I'm not saying that he can't. I just don't see him able to do time behind bars. Maybe if he be in a camp type situation, that's a possibility. But based on the lifestyle and what he's done and what he's accomplished, if he had to go behind those bars for a lot of years, I think that he may commit suicide. He'd do an Epstein.
Why you think he didn't pull a Russell Simmons and leave the country?
They was watching him, bruh. They was watching him. And then I think that he had to turn over his passport. Even if you own your own private jet, they have a system up there whereas that they supposed to check your passport and anything that you need to fly as if you were flying commercial.
Yeah, you might be right about that. Me thinking about it, yeah, I don't see them letting them leave that easy. But I gotta ask you, before the interview, me and you were speaking about it, right? How you feel about the people that blame you for Puffy getting arrested?
Listen, you've seen the indictment. The indictment went from 2008 until 2024. I stopped dealing with Puff in 2004 and 2005, brother. You understand?
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close. But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
No. I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even I don't want it to come close to the bed at all. Usher look like he fresh off goddamn plane. Usher.
Fresh off the garden stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like that's how. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
What the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes, and we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was stupid.
The leaked list isn't just filled with any random celebrities, it's packed with Hollywood's elite. Rumors suggest that names like Leonardo DiCaprio, Kim Kardashian, and even Mariah Carey have all been linked to Diddy's notorious parties. Joe Rogan didn't mince words when he said, "These are the names that have shaped Hollywood for decades. If they're caught up in this mess, it's going to change everything." The connection between these A-listers and Diddy has long been established, but the idea that they were part of these secretive gatherings adds a whole new level of intrigue. While none of these stars have confirmed their involvement, the silence from their camp speaks volumes. As the public waits for more names to be officially confirmed, the pressure on these celebrities to explain themselves is mounting. This could be the beginning of the end for some of the most iconic figures in entertainment. 4. Joe Rogan's commentary on Hollywood corruption. Joe Rogan has always had a sharp eye on the darker side of Hollywood, and this latest revelation has only confirmed his suspicions.
Sean Diddy Combs is locked up in a federal jail that has been plagued by harsh conditions and violence. The Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn has seen multiple deaths in recent years. An inmate was stabbed to death in July, and several others have died by suicide. It's these reasons, among others, that Combs' lawyers are fighting to get him out of there. They want him released on bail rather than being kept in jail while he awaits trial on sex trafficking charges. Combs is just the latest high-profile defendant to be locked up at MDC Brooklyn. Before him, there were R. Kelly, Elaine Maxwell, and crypto scammer Sam Bankman-Fried. Maxwell complained about her treatment at the facility, which included round-the-clock checks in the wake of her associate Jeffrey Epstein's jail suicide. A few years ago, a week-long power outage in the dead of winter left detainees in drab, cold conditions. Judges have also raised alarms. They've pressed the Bureau of Prisons for status updates and implored the agency to fix things. One judge even refused to send some defendants to the jail. For now, Combs is one of about 1,200 people locked up at MDC Brooklyn. He's the highest profile detainee at a place that's been described as hell on earth.
Federal judge is now refusing to grant Sean Diddy Combs bail. Instead, he's going straight to jail tonight after Diddy pleaded not guilty to charges of sex trafficking and racketeering. I want to show you some of these brand new court sketches coming into us, like literally in the last 90 seconds. This is Combs in court after prosecutors arrested him at a hotel in Manhattan. It's where he's apparently been living for weeks, according to what a person familiar with the move tells NBC News. All of it a tipping point now in that sprawling federal investigation into the superstar's alleged years of sex crimes dating back to 2009. As we're just getting in some new and deeply disturbing details about the allegations against him and what looks like a massive criminal operation, allegedly. At least 50 victims and witnesses so far. And at the center of it, these hours and days-long sex acts known as, in their words, freak-offs that Combs supposedly orchestrated to abuse his victims.
Rogan has long been vocal about the hidden layers of corruption and exploitation that exist within the entertainment industry. Hollywood has always had its secrets, Rogan said, but Diddy's list is pulling back the curtain on something far worse than we imagined. According to Rogan, Diddy's parties weren't just about excess and indulgence, they were about control. These events allegedly gave Diddy the power to manipulate those around him, keeping them silent about what really went on. Rogan's commentary has resonated with fans who are increasingly skeptical of Hollywood's elite. With Rogan's platform continuing to grow, more people are starting to question just how deep this corruption runs and whether Diddy's scandal is only scratching the surface. 5. The role of Diddy's infamous freak-off parties. At the heart of the leaked list and the entire scandal are Diddy's infamous freak-off parties. These events were more than just wild Hollywood gatherings. They were secretive, exclusive affairs where anything could happen. These weren't just parties, Rogan said. They were something much darker. Rumors have circulated for years about what went on at these parties, but the leaked list finally provides some answers. Celebrities who attended these events were allegedly caught up in activities that ranged from the inappropriate to the illegal. The freak-off parties were designed to keep attendees under Diddy's influence, with some speculating that Diddy used these gatherings to manipulate and control those around him. As more details emerge about what really happened at these parties, it's clear that Diddy's influence over Hollywood's elite may have been more sinister than anyone realized. 6. Legal fallout. Could celebrities face charges?
They continue to say things that do not get them closer to what they want, which is bond. It's led to indictments. And if he can begin to introspect and kind of reverse engineer some of his choices and recognize it is my decisions alone that have led me here. And if I can communicate differently moving forward, maybe the ultimate sentence, even if convicted, could be better. Perhaps could lead to bond eventually, but it can be very difficult in segregation. And his lawyers have to stop blaming and excusing and talking about how difficult the experience is, because here's what a judge is going to say. If you were so concerned about what these filthy living conditions would be like in a detention center, if you were so concerned about your safety, you wouldn't have obstructed justice. You would not have, according to the government, created victims over a sustained period of time. Until he changes his message, more problems are going to follow.
And Diddy allegedly has been accused of using different drugs in the past. Even prosecutors have said on the night he was arrested that there was allegedly pink cocaine in his hotel room.
There's no question. People who know they're going to prison who have been on medications, either illegal or illegal, it would be wise to understand the Bureau of Prisons might not prescribe you what you like. And if you're taking illegal drugs, unless you're engaging in the prison hustle, you're not going to get it. It would be easier to get the drugs and engage in the prison hustle in general population, but not when you're on lockdown for 23 hours a day. So certainly it is a brutal adjustment if you are on no drugs, but certainly if you are withdrawing, isolated 23 hours a day without getting things that you can get the snap of a finger, it makes the decision or the process that much harder, which is why I can assure you, based on what happened with Epstein, the high profile nature of the failures of this prison in the past, including some judges not even sending prisoners there because they were so concerned about their safety, you can expect staff is watching him, not 22, 23, 24 hours a day. They do not want more problems.
And this is a man going from private chefs and food from across the world to a set menu just like any other detainee or inmate.
The legal implications of Diddy's leaked list are becoming increasingly apparent. With the FBI reportedly involved in investigating Diddy's activities, many are wondering if the celebrities tied to his parties could face charges. Joe Rogan touched on this during his podcast, noting if even half of what's being said is true, some of these stars could be in real legal trouble. The FBI has been quiet about the specifics of their investigation, but the involvement of some of Hollywood's most recognizable names means that this case could become one of the biggest legal battles in entertainment history. Could the celebrities who fled the country be doing so to avoid potential prosecution? As the investigation continues, the possibility of charges looms large, and the stakes couldn't be higher for those implicated. 7. Public outrage and social media frenzy. Social media has exploded with reactions to Joe Rogan's revelations, with fans and critics alike taking to platforms like Twitter and Instagram to express their shock. "We need answers, and we need them now," wrote one user, echoing the sentiments of many who are demanding accountability from the stars involved. Rogan's podcast has only fueled the fire, with people calling for more transparency from Hollywood's elite. Celebrities who have remained silent in the face of these accusations are being criticized, and the public's patience is wearing thin. The divide between those defending the celebrities and those condemning them is growing, and as more details come to light, the social media frenzy shows no signs of slowing down. 8. The impact on Hollywood's reputation. Hollywood's reputation has been hit hard by scandal after scandal, but Diddy's leaked list could be the final straw. Joe Rogan made it clear that this is about more than just individual celebrities. It's about an industry that has allowed this behavior to go unchecked for years. "This is a reckoning for Hollywood," Rogan stated. "The leaked list and the subsequent fallout have exposed a darker side of the entertainment world, one that fans are no longer willing to ignore. As more stars are implicated, Hollywood's reputation as a place of glamour and success is being replaced by one of corruption and secrecy. The question now is whether Hollywood can survive this latest scandal, or if the industry will be forced to change in ways it never has before. 9. How Diddy's secrets could affect Hollywood's future.
So thank you, Caitlin. So I think we have a good shot tomorrow. Tomorrow we argue in front of the district court judge whose case this is. Today we argued in front of a magistrate judge whose case this is not. We'll never have this magistrate as our judge again, but tomorrow we argue in front of Judge Carter, and it's Judge Carter's case till the end. So hope springs eternal, but I think we have strong arguments, and I think we have a good chance.
Well, and what prosecutors are arguing is not only does your client pose a flight risk, because obviously he's incredibly wealthy, has access to planes and a lot of staff, even though you said he turned over his passport to you months ago, they were also worried about him being able to interfere with witnesses and calling them. And so I guess the question is, how do you assure the court that that won't happen if prosecutors are saying, this is someone who's attempted to bribe security staff and has already threatened and interfered with witnesses?
So I think that the most important thing, even more important than the passport, is that Mr. Combs came to New York on September 5th. As soon as we realized that this indictment was going to be coming down in a matter of weeks, maybe months, but sometime soon, and this whole notion that Mr. Combs is forcing drugs on someone is just nonsensical, and it's going to prove to not be true.
Well, on that video, he initially denied the allegations when his then girlfriend, who is in that video, filed a lawsuit last fall. And we have that video. I should note, CNN was the first outlet to exclusively report on it. He denied that happened when she filed a complaint. And then when the video came out is when he apologized for it.
So I wasn't his lawyer back then, so I don't, and I don't think he denied. I mean, I think the lawyers were the ones mostly making the denials. I think they were denying sex crimes. I mean, because at the end of the day, the gravamen of that civil complaint wasn't a misdemeanor assault, which is what you see on that video. Not minimizing it, but it's a misdemeanor assault. What the gravamen of the complaint was sex crimes, and he denied that, and he still does.
Well, and you're saying that this is all just about that one relationship, but when you read through the indictment, they say that there's not just one victim. They say there's multiple victims here today, and what I heard described was they said they have 50 witnesses or victims.
Yeah, I think it's 49 witnesses and one victim. I think if you broke it down, and I say that because count 2, which is the sex trafficking count, has victim number 1, and there is no victim number 2 anywhere in the indictment.
The secrets contained in Diddy's leaked list have the potential to reshape Hollywood forever. Joe Rogan speculated that this could lead to a complete overhaul of the industry, with more stars coming forward to reveal their own experiences. This is just the beginning, Rogan warned. The information that has been leaked is already damaging enough, but there are rumors that even more shocking details have yet to surface. As Hollywood grapples with the fallout, the industry will need to reckon with how it has allowed figures like Diddy to thrive unchecked for so long. The future of Hollywood may depend on how the industry handles this scandal, and whether it can move forward with transparency and accountability. 10. What's next for Joe Rogan and the celebrities involved? As the fallout from Diddy's leaked list continues, all eyes are on Joe Rogan to see what he'll reveal next. Rogan's podcast has become the go-to source for updates on this scandal, and fans are eager for more details. There's still a lot we don't know, Rogan hinted, suggesting that more bombshells could be coming. For the celebrities involved, the future is far less certain. Some may try to rebuild their reputations, while others could face serious legal consequences. As more information comes to light, one thing is clear: the entertainment world has been forever changed, and the fallout from Diddy's leaked list is only just beginning. Stay tuned as the story continues to unfold. This is one Hollywood scandal you won't want to miss. This scandal involving Diddy and the stars who fled after his list was leaked has shaken Hollywood to its core. Joe Rogan's explosive revelations have exposed the underbelly of fame, showing how far people will go to protect their secrets. The full extent of Diddy's influence and what his parties entailed are now out in the open, and the ramifications will echo through the industry for years to come. Thank you for watching, and if you want more updates on this scandal and other Hollywood secrets, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We'll keep you posted on the truth behind the stars you thought you knew.